Syndrome versus Titan, The Incredibles versus Megamind. I am familiar with both of these guys. I've seen their movies and I've seen other matchups that people have put them in. Like for Syndrome, I've seen Mysterio a few times, and for Titan, I usually just see like other Superman style characters. So this definitely is not like the be-all end-all matchup for these two, but I still think it works from like a general vibes and personality perspective. I really believe that the superiority complex interactions between these two would be absolutely priceless, especially since they don't usually interact with characters like that. And I think the analyses could be like partial character studies talking about like the obsessive behavior or the incel-like behavior, whatever angle you want to go with. I just think that would be really interesting to throw into the analyses. And of course they can make room for memes and cool visuals in the fight too. You could definitely classify this as a brain versus brawn fight, and I think it's a pretty interesting one at that, but at the same time I still hold to it that those kinds of fights really only work if you could potentially argue that the brain could still kill the brawn, because it is still a fight to the death at the end of the day. The killing still needs to happen. And if Syndrome doesn't get access to the Omnidroid, which I could see Death Battle giving to him, but the point is if they don't give it to him, then I think it might be really tough to argue for him winning. Like, I don't think the 0-point energy on its own is really enough to warrant any kind of major discussion. And on top of that, I think Death Battle would have to be really into this idea to do it, unless it gets like a really big popularity spike at some point, or they might do it to commemorate Incredibles 3. They usually just like doing the biggest animated movie fights, and this really just isn't one of them, at least not right now, probably partially because we haven't seen these characters in a really long time.